glad to see you all here. An empty room makes me really nervous, you know? My name is Kevin Wilson. I am only here today to say welcome. We appreciate it. If you haven't got a seat, get a chance to get one. There's plenty of seats over here. Come in. If you have a cell phone, do me a favor. Turn it over to vibrate. Let's turn the ringers off. We're actually going to be filming this tonight, live tonight. So we want to make sure we can have everybody hear what they need to hear. Again, we're grateful for being here. I know some of you guys still have people coming in. We'll be happy to greet them at the door and help them guide over to find you when we get going here. We're just a second.
Hi. Yes. Sorry you went upside down. We're on Facebook Live, Holly Roush's page, if anyone wants on there from out of state. What? Holly Kramer Roush.
So the beautiful thing is you're always going to have technical challenges.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to show you a video here in just a moment. Okay. Of Dallin Larson, a little greeting video, and then we're going to get this meeting started. Thank you guys.
We're Dallin and Carrie Larson. We founded a company called Monavie in 2005 and spent almost the next 10 years leading that company. Monavie went from zero to nearly $1 billion in annual revenue in less than 5 years. I know of no other direct selling company that has ever experienced such a steep growth trajectory. Folks, it's about to get really exciting. I hope you're starting to sense what's about to happen. Can you feel it? I told Carrie a few weeks ago that I can feel the energy beginning to percolate. We've been down this path before and know that feeling. It's a feeling of excitement, a little nervousness, the calm before the storm. This video message has not been created to answer all your questions, obviously, but rather simply to let you know that we are back. And we're going to spend the next 3 to 5 months determining who we will be partnering with as our pioneering field leaders. In the movie Field of Dreams, Ray Kinsella hears the voice saying, "If you build it, they will come." We are going to build it, and we believe that people will come. These are the people we are going to spend the rest of our lives with. We're hearing your voices already. We will build it by developing a loyal base of customers who consume our products each and every day. We will build it to stand the test of time. We will build it with humility, with faith, with solid and unwavering principles, and never forget that at the end of our days, we want our lives to be an accumulation of those small acts of goodness that end up leading to great and significant things.
And what's most important to us is that we remain grounded, committed to each other and to the Lord, committed to helping as many people as we can, physically, financially, and spiritually. It's important to us that we finish strong and that we keep our word and that we align with the right nonprofit to help the needy of the world. And then, when our days, like our dad's, have come to an end, we'll return to the God who gave us life. And as we fall into his glorious arms, we'll see him smiling back on us, whispering the words, "Well done."
And that, my friends, is why we choose to enter the arena one last time. We don't promise you millions of dollars. We do promise we will do our very best with the gifts and talents we've been given to bless as many as we can for as long as we can. So if you're in a place in your life where this message resonates with you, we want you to be a part of this new venture with us from the very beginning. You know, today we drop the pebble in the ocean, and we see a small ripple that over the coming years, God willing, and as we are faithful to our word and to each other, will extend around the world. Something significant is born today. So let's get on with it. There are people waiting for us and counting on us. Welcome home.
Was that not awesome? Dallin, that's our leader, that's our visionary, and we're so excited each and every one of you are here tonight. Look at this room. It's packed. We don't even have a product yet, and this room is packed. And it's hot in here. Is it hot in here? I am. Hey, listen. How many guests are here? I just want to know. How many guests? Put your hands up. Awesome. 50, yeah. Hey, I'm a guest for that matter. I mean, we're just getting started. How far is the farthest person from here? Is anybody here from Texas? Yeah. Yes. Hook 'em. Sorry. Had to do it. Arkansas. Anybody? What's the farthest? Somebody yelled out. Missouri. No, that's 90 miles. That's a little bit further, I'm sorry. Anybody? Bueller? Anyway. We are so excited you guys are here tonight. I mean, as Dallin and Carrie just shared with us, we are on the cutting edge of something fantastic, something new, something that's going to blow the socks off the market. And we have every intention of doing that, setting records from day one. And we're just so blessed you all are here. Hey, I'm Matt McKee. Just in case you didn't know, this is my beautiful bride, Samantha. And she's going to come up and share with you for a couple minutes a little bit about our story and how we got into this business. And the influence that each and every one of us can have on other people in our lives. Samantha?
This is exciting. Look at everybody. I mean, we packed the house. And this is Tulsa. Like you said, we don't have a product. So I'm just so excited you guys are here tonight. Just a little bit about us. We were introduced to our former company. I was introduced by my sister-in-law, Emily Wilson, who's somewhere. There she is. She's sitting down over there. I was 6 months pregnant. Matt was on the golf course. We were in Pinehurst. Matt was living his dream, playing golf, and she called me and talked to me about a product, and I was very intimidated to read this book, and we came back to Tulsa, and I met Holly, and the founder of that company was Dallin Larson. And Dallin Larson is the founder of this company. And we got started in that business and met more people and built an amazing business and had an amazing ride, and we're very excited about it. We're very successful. And really we started sharing the product, and it built to a business. And here tonight, because a few weeks ago, or months ago, it seems like weeks, seems like days, I don't know, they're all living together, I can't even tell you what day of the week it is. We saw a video with Dallin Larson, and that he said that he was back and he was getting ready to start something new. And being in business with him before, we had an amazing time and built an amazing business and blessed a lot of lives. And so Matt flew out to meet with Dallin and the scientific team and got very excited. He's calling me on the way home, and I'm calling people and just started talking, and a buzz started stirring, as many of you have probably experienced, and the blessing that can become a residual income. And people are looking for more time and more money, and we started dreaming again. And so we're just excited that you guys are here tonight. Anybody can do this business if you're willing to open your mouth, open your heart, and open your mind, and get out of your comfort zone. Dallin had started, he formed $1 billion company, then his next company, he grew to $1 billion faster than Google. How exciting is that? That we're partnering with a guy that has done that, and he's ready to do it again. And we get to be a part of that. And so I'm going to let Matt start with this flip chart, because Matt was a former COO, and this proves that anybody can do this, okay? So all you have to do is be able to read and point. You cannot mess it up, so don't be scared. And like I said, we're just getting started. So I'm going to turn it back over to Matt.
Thank you. First of all, I hope that everybody understands that this is a 5-star opportunity. The first star was already up there, and that's Dallin Larson's leadership that he brings with him, the experience. take 2 companies to $1 billion in sales. Like Samantha said, one of them faster than any company ever, faster than Google, faster than Microsoft, faster than Zuckerberg at Facebook. And I mean, to do that, to have that leadership is awesome. Then we have the products, which Samantha is going to talk about here, and we have this thing called timing. And you know what? My time, like Samantha said, we just started dreaming again. And we haven't done that in a handful of years, 3 or 4. And we just want to take it through this real quickly, and then we're going to turn it over to, I mean, how blessed are we that the leadership of the company down in Larson is so successful, and then we have Holly and Corbin Roush right here in town, the master brand partners of the whole deal, right here, and they're going to be leading us, you know, for the next millennial. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but yeah. Anyway, Vasayo, I mean, unique name. Action, steadfastness, assures your outcome. I mean, vision. Dallon's the visionary. He's showing it to us. Action. That's what we're doing right now. We're talking to people. We're sharing. We're bringing an opportunity to some people, and we're blessing people's lives that don't know that they're looking for something, or haven't had anything to look forward to in a while. And then it assures your outcome. It's just doing it day in and day out. It's being persistent and consistent, and we're going to find success through this model. Here we are down again, $2 billion companies, Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Not many people get to say that. I don't know how long Ernst & Young's been here, but being one of the entrepreneurs of the year is pretty magnificent. We're blessed to be a part of that. And then again, I guess, man, I'm just so far ahead of this slideshow. I already said all this. I'm good. I'm efficient. Anyway, we're blessed to be here right now, and like I said, like Samantha said, I got to meet Dr. Emmett Blair in Salt Lake City a couple of, October 25th. I'll tell you that because I was sitting down having dinner with a dear friend from my past business, and Emmett Blair was sitting by himself at the table, and we kind of recognized him from a video that Dallon had showed, and we invited him to come over and join us, and he's the most down-to-earth PhD scientist who can speak so far above us, and he just brought it down to our level, and we were very, very excited, very passionate about his conviction of what he's delivering to us with the liposomal delivery system. And Samantha is going to actually come over here and tell us how each of these products work, because she's very focused on health and nutrition, while I'm focused on getting the kids in and out of the house every day.
Oh, I have to use this? Okay. Okay. Let's talk about this. Here's what we have. Vasayo is delivering solutions. Liposomal technology. What does that mean? Basically, we have a unique delivery system. So as we absorb things go in our body, we can either assimilate them or not. How many people take vitamins? Okay. So the average absorption of things that are out there is about 10 to 15%. That means that the water treatment system does a lot of business because of us, okay? That goes down, you guys are supposed to laugh, that was your key. Okay, that means it goes down the tubes and they filter it out of our water because it's going down the toilet. What we have in a liposomal delivery system means that it's something that our body recognizes and can actually assimilate the nutrients that are in it. It's like a little bubble. So we ingest it, we have products that are a mist, a gel, a capsule, but the nutrients that are in our body recognizes it as a friend, not a stranger, and says, hey, we can use the nutrients that are in this bubble. And Dr. Emmett Blair is the guy that delivered this. And the exciting part is this technology can be applied to everything. So we are revolutionary in this industry because this is new. The technology has been out for over 50 years, okay, and they've been researching this. What's different about Dr. Blair's process is that it's non-carcinogenic, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO. It's all the things that we're looking for in health and wellness, and the reason he's doing it is because it's doesn't have to be heated at a high process and ruin the nutrients that we're trying to get. It's not bound to heavy metals, which we do not want in our body, because we have to worry about things that we're putting in our body, how we're ingesting it. So he has developed this revolutionary technology, this process, so that we can assimilate the nutrients that we are putting in our body. We're starting with 5 products. Many are billion-dollar industries on their own. How exciting is that? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Our first product is, we're going to talk about core essentials. Everybody said they take vitamins. This is going to be our daily vitamins and minerals, okay? This is our core essentials. It's a capsule. Next, we have neuro. We're going to call this brain food, so that feeds our brain. How many people have trouble with memory? Okay, there we go. There's our market. Okay. Energy, billion-dollar industry. Anybody addicted to caffeine? Like their coffee? Okay. Here we have, it's a non-stimulant product that actually helps oxygenate the blood. Do you know anybody that needs more energy? There's not very many, guys. Raise your hand, seriously. How many people? Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Renew. Anybody worried about aging? Looking forward to anti-aging, joint health, antioxidants. This has curcumin in it. It has ginger, has resveratrol, has acai, has shiitake mushrooms. Anybody interested in anti-aging? Me, right? Sleep. If we're having trouble with energy, we're probably having to sleep. I know. Okay, sleep. Okay, so it looks like the majority of this room needs every product I just mentioned. So as we're seeing, it's going to be really hard to talk to people about, right? No. Somebody needs one, if not all, of the products we have out here. This can be used in everybody over the age of 4. Okay? So we have 5 revolutionary products that our body can use and assimilate. We're just getting started. Okay? Some of them are capsules, some of them are gels, some of them are mists. Everybody in this room said they needed at least one. The majority of us said we needed all of them. Okay? So we want to feel younger, not older, right? Okay, and we know people that want to use these products. Guys, this is easy. All we have to do is get out there and share these products once we get them. Okay? That's going to be mid-January. That's the exciting part. But look, everybody's excited about it, and we don't have them yet. And this is our first 5 products. How exciting is that? Okay, now, I'm going to bring up Holly and Corbin Roush, our dear friends, like Matt said, master distributors. We are so lucky to have them here in our backyard in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're going to tell us about the business opportunity that we can make with these 5 products. So let me bring up Holly and Corbin Roush. Please give them a round of applause.
Wow, this is crazy. Is this on? Everybody move.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm not on. Come on, take that.
All right, welcome to our first Vasayo event. You want that?
No. Kevin will do it. Hey, you guys are all serious. What's the deal? Tell me more. Tell me more. Everyone's dying to know what's going on. Well, there's good news. We don't know what's going on. 200 and some people show up in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the very first Vasayo View event. That's incredible.
We're booking this room, I told them, I'm going to be honest, like, y'all are crazy. 260 people. We'll just have them in our house. Thank God I listened to them.
I told Holly, no, we're not having it.
We already got kicked out of one house. Our last neighborhood, when we were building our last company, our neighbors were finally like,
I had to buy the lot next door to park cars because the neighbors complained so much. I'm serious. We had them out the gate around there. They turned us into the neighborhood association. It was
some of our neighbors are here,
so
we're just going to get y'all involved right now.
That Haynes, where are you? Don't be turning me in, okay?
Well, we're excited. Welcome to all of you. You know, it's been a crazy journey for us. September of 05 is really when Corbin and I got started in this industry. Never in a million years. By the way, I'm kind of nervous tonight. I've done this 11 years, but the fact we're here around a lot of our peers, people who didn't do this industry with us the first time and are here the second time that are saying, I'm not going to miss it this time. How many of y'all are one of those that are like, I've heard of it before, I wished I would have said yes, I'm not missing it this time. That is most of the people in this room, and that's us today, because I'm not going to miss it a second time. I'm staying on board all the way. So when I started in September of 05, I'd heard about the product, and it was Madeline Larson, the founder of Monavie, is now the founder of Vasayo, and I didn't know him at the time, but I heard about the product. The company was 9 months old. I remember sitting at the kitchen table with my brother-in-law, Bo Van Pelt. Some of you may know him, a PJ golfer, and he's like, hey, I've got this product, Monavie, Holly, I think it'll help. It's got that acacia berry in it. We're going to be rich. And we kind of laughed, like, rich off juice? I mean, some of y'all are driving here tonight, like, really? I can get rich off, like, a sleep product? Products you haven't even tried, and that's impressive. Which we haven't either, by the way. We were just in Salt Lake City last week, and we stayed at Dallin and Curie Larson, who you saw here, their home all week. And they're very stingy with their product right now. So every night before we go to bed, we go into the family room and we open our mouth and Dallin sprays the product into our mouth. We got our 4 sprays and that's it. So Dallin, thank you, because I'm sure you're on here watching this. So Facebook Live, by the way, we're on here right now. Holly Roush, if anyone wants to get on. So when he started telling me about the product, I thought, great, as a stay-at-home mom, the boys at the time were 3, 6, and 9. I thought I could use some extra money. I thought I'd just go to Whole Foods or chiropractors or to the gyms, and I was going to sell my product. But I was like, oh no, Holly, it's one of those things. I'm like, what things? Because network marketing. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do, right? Everyone in here is like, man, I have been looking for a network marketing opportunity my whole life. We both went to Oklahoma State, go Cowboys. We have a son now at Alabama, roll tide, so we can go both ways right now. But it's not what we thought we were getting our marketing degrees for. But little do we know this little bottle of juice could change so many lives around the world. And so we were so thankful we said yes, but at the time, it was a rough start because Corbin came out of the pantry door, we were in the kitchen, and he said, no way, you're not going to do it. All our friends will run from you, you're not getting involved. And so some of you are in this room, you're like, I can tell this person, but not this person, because they'll think I'm crazy, but they might do it. No, don't prejudge anyone. Because if that friend of Bo's would have prejudged him because he was a PGA golfer, none of us would probably be in this room today. So thank goodness he reached out to that friend. So Corbin said no. I was at Submissive Life for 3 days, so for 3 days I listened to him. First and only time, but for 3 days I was really good. But for 3 days I could not get it out of my head because I thought, what if? What if this is the next biggest opportunity? And I had said no. I'd be sick if someone knocked on my door and said, hey, have you heard of Monavie? And I had 3 years prior. That's exactly where everyone in this room will be. I can promise you, 3 years from now, the sale will be bigger than Monavie ever was. And those of you who say no, or friends that say no, you will be kicking yourself because I know plenty of people, some of you are in this room today, who wish they would have said yes then, and now is your time to say yes now. So this is what so we said yes, and I remember laying in bed one night, I said, hey, Corbin, that juice? He said, yeah, what? I said, well, I think I'm going to do it. He's like, fine. You can have your girls' night out, your bunko, your gossip. This is where I get to talk about him, and he can come redeem himself in a minute. But this is the truth. Your girls' night, your gossip, whatever you girls do, and in 3 months you'll quit, and I'll never have to hear about it again. Well, people who know me know I'm competitive, and I told you so. So I had to make money. I wanted $50 a week, maybe, just pedicure, manicure money. That was my goal. And I thought, gosh, if I could make a little bit more than that. That's when the fancy jeans came in, those $200 pair of jeans. So I thought, man, I could buy a new pair of jeans every single week. That'd be great. So I started growing the business. I remember my first week I made $480. Then I made $80, and then $50. You can see it's over, it's done, And then the auto ship started kicking in, which we call loyalty convenience program. That's your monthly product that you get. That started kicking in, and the business started growing from just dollars kept increasing. And then he's like, really not knowing what I was doing actually, because I kind of kept it from him because I decided he didn't want me to do it. So if I did it, whatever I made was mine, not his. So I got to keep it all. Well, I thought it was going to be a little tiny amount, and it ended up being a really nice big amount. So I remember one day sitting around with them, and I said, man, I've done the shopping, I bought stuff at the house, how about I contribute to the house? And he said, great, you can buy the groceries. We had 3 boys that eat a lot of food. I said, how about this? I wrote a check for $17,000 and paid off his truck. He's like, wow, how many nights a week do you need? You go, girl. You can go out and talk to everybody you want to. But I'm not talking to any of my friends. Thank God half the room, there's a big number of guys in this room tonight that are Corbin's friends. He's finally talking. Took him about 11 years, so he's here. No, I'm just kidding. He'll share with you in a little bit how he got started, but we followed that journey. We had the most amazing times. Our kids have grown up in it. It's been life-changing for our family. We have been able to touch so many lives. Our kids are who they are today because of it. Our son's at Alabama because of it. One thing in this industry teaches you to dream big. If you can believe it, if you can go out and market, you can achieve it. So we have told our kids, the sky's the limit. Wherever you want to go to school, if you can get in, you can go. And that's from working hard and letting him work hard and letting him set his dreams. So who knew his dream would take him to Alabama, but he is happy, and that's all we can be as parents, is happy for them that they are. So it's been a journey.
And he got his grades back today. He made a 3.6 his first
Like
semester.
The high school education we paid for is paying off, I can tell you that. So it's been just a great, great journey. In the last couple of years, Dallin Larson, who you saw up there, he has been out of the industry, and therefore our hearts have kind of been out of the industry. And when we saw a video that he was getting back in the game and he was going to launch a company, and Corbin will share that with you, we knew we had to do what he was doing. You can see it from a 5-minute video. When you start meeting, you'll see his heart. He has the heart of gold, and he truly wants to change millions of lives. And that's why we're here today, because we know we're going to have the best products on the market. We know we're going to have the best compensation plan, and we know we're going to have fun while doing it. These are products that can change people's lives. This is an income that can change people's lives. It's just up to you to get out there and share it. So I'm going to bring out Corbin. He's going to tell you the rest of the story. Mine's true. His is not.
I'm going to tell you. I got to tell you, this is probably not this meeting I've done, because when I did get involved with Monavie, kind of everybody was already in. I didn't really have to go sell anybody or talk to anybody. But now as I look around, it's my peers, it's my friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to see them tomorrow. They're going to laugh at me and say, what did you do? But the truth is, I was not on board with this at all 11 years ago. When Holly brought this up, I thought she was crazy. I thought, my gosh, I'm working as many hours up. How many of you get up and sometimes go to work before your kids are out of bed? How many of you come home at night maybe to get bath time with them? I mean, that was my life, and I was busy, and I could not understand why my wife, who was a stay-at-home mom because she chose to do that, would want to go do something else. And I said, Holly, why are you doing this? This is crazy. She goes, I just want to have a little fun money, something on my own. And I'm like, all right, whatever, go do it. And honestly, it was crazy to me when she handed me that $17,000 check, because how many people want to get debt-free? I mean, that to us was our dream. I didn't realize that Holly, the reason she got in, she said pedicures and manicures, and then it was to buy her bedazzled jeans or whatever those things are called. Huh? But the real reason was that she wanted to take some stress off, some financial stress off, be able to bring me home early. And it's so important as you decide if you want to build this as a business to determine why you're going to do it. Because you're going to get some no's, you're going to get some people that think you're crazy, you're going to get some people that talk about you. But if your why is strong enough, you fight through those. If you want to get comfortable, you got to get a little uncomfortable. That's what I learned. So 10 years ago, I'm busy. Holly is out having the time of her life. And it was about, January of 2007, we're sitting around in the house, and Holly comes up to me and says, hey, I want to have a trip that I pay for, and we go to Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, shop till we drop. And I said, Holly, we can't do that. We just had Christmas. It's crazy. We have to pay the bills. She goes, no, I'm paying for the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Come on, with juice. What are you going to do? How are you going to pay for that? You can't make any money doing that. And we go to Scottsdale, and quite honestly, she does. She shops till she drops. She has the best time. She comes in one day with bags on her arms and throws it down and goes, oh my gosh, how much is this going to cost me? She goes, nothing. Paid for it all. Paid for it all. I'm like, oh my gosh. So one day, I'm laying by the pool. This is her third straight day of shopping. So it's 11 o'clock in Scottsdale. It's noon in Tulsa. I have my first Corona, just so you know. It was noon somewhere. So I do. I popped that Corona, and Holly the night before had shown me how to log into her back office. So I log in, and I see this report that says new distributor reports, and I click on it. And I see a bunch of people have joined her business. And I'm going, how has that happened? So I call the office. My voicemail's full. Nothing's getting done. I ask my assistant what's going on. Oh, I'm working on this. Well, is my stuff not getting done? Oh, you can do it when you get back. And I'm like, well, there's something wrong here. Holly's out having a blast. Her business is growing, and she's doing nothing with it. So I log back on since I hang up the phone. More people are joining her business. Daryl and Julie Krishner were with us that weekend in Scottsdale. Where's Julie? Where is she? She won't raise her hand. Well, Julie Krishner's here. Oh, in the back. She was with us on that trip, and it was just crazy how they were out shopping, having fun, and I'm calling in the office getting sick to my stomach. And she finally tells me what she's making. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy when she paid for that whole trip, when she paid off the car. But I was still not involved. And what I would say is I'd go talk to my friends and I'd say, why don't you go get your wife to go do what my wife's doing? They might go to jail one day. We'll go visit them on the weekend. We'll take the kids, but we might make some good money while they're doing this. And I lost my train of thought. But I did. I thought this was an illegal pyramid, going to jail and all that. And then she wins a trip to Costa Rica, free trip. How many people like to go to a free trip to Costa Rica? I said, no way. I don't want to go hang out with network marketing people. I mean, to me, they got their bald heads, they're oiled up, the big gold chains, and they're going to try to take advantage of you, right? Get you to buy a garage full of junk. Anyone ever been approached by those guys? Well, she makes me go, and I said, well, I'm not going to participate in any of the things that you're doing. Leave me alone. And we get there, we're having a blast. We're in the pool, and we're playing volleyball. And I'm like, well, these guys aren't so bad. We're having a great time. I said, as long as they don't make us come do Monavie chants, I'm going to be fine with it. One of the co-founders walks out to the pool. We're having a great time. He goes, all right, this side of the pool yell Mana, this side of the pool say thee. And they do. They start to chant. I'm like, oh my gosh. I swam over to the bar. I went by to Holly, pull up there, and there's two guys there with visors on with the company's name. And I said, oh, your wives are doing this silly thing too? And they looked over at me and they go, we've heard about you. You're that fool married to Holly Roush. Yeah, you're right. But on that trip, I learned something about time leverage. And I learned about the ability to be busy. How many people are so busy they're wondering, man, they're looking at their watch right now going, why am I here? I just can't afford the time. Well, that was me. And I sat down with a guy that had major success in this industry. He actually made 9 figures. Do the math, that's 100 million in this industry. And he shared with me how if you can put 5 hours into this business a week consistently and go find 2 people to do the same thing, it's called duplication. It's called exponential growth. My 5 hours turned into 15 hours. And that started making me think. He says, what if those 2 people go get 2 people? 30 hours. What if those 2 people get 2 people? 60 hours, 90 hours. I started realizing how in my job there was a ceiling. There was only so much time in the month, the week, the day that I could build my territory. But in this business, if I could just go sponsor somebody else that could have influence with somebody to sponsor somebody else, thousands upon tens of thousands upon hundreds of thousands of hours could start happening in this business. And I got off that boat trip with this guy and I ran over to Holly and I said, I'm all in. She goes, build your list. And I built my list. I put 40 names on it. And I called you. I can promise you this. Back then, you know, the cell phones were still attached to the car. There was none. And I would go pick up the phone to call somebody, and that phone weighed 40 pounds. I was so nervous. I was scared to death. What are they going to think about me calling them? But I started just making those calls, and they got easier and easier and easier. And I started learning, if people don't see this for the opportunity, it's amazing products. Health and wellness is amazing, amazing products. It's going to help people. You're going to start hearing amazing stories about what this product can do for you. That's going to fire you up when you call someone, they tell you they're sleeping better, they have more energy. Oh my gosh, that brain product is doing amazing. I started thinking, and Holly and I both started thinking, shame on us if we don't go share it with more people. And all of a sudden, thousands of people, tens of thousands. We had over 200,000 people in our last business because my wife said yes, and her husband said over my dead body. Thank God she said yes. Thank God she wasn't that submissive woman for the first time in her life for longer than 3 days. But here we are today. What ended up happening is the run was over, and some decisions were made that were beyond the control. Dallin resigned his position with the company, and we were not knowing what we were going to do. We went through a period, we tried, a company bought us, and we went over there and gave it our all. They were good to us, they were great people, the company was growing like crazy, but it wasn't us, it wasn't our hearts. It's not where we were. We were missing the passion, we were missing the community, we were missing our friends. None of our friends wanted to join us with us. So we thought, we're going to go in a whole different direction. We started looking to buy a company, do something outside the industry. There was no companies out there that excited us at all. There was nothing. There wasn't that community, that spirit of help somebody, help people. The more people you help, it all became about money, 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 and I didn't want it to be about money. If I couldn't look my friends in the eyes and tell them I had an amazing opportunity, I could not do it. So we were going to fade off into the sunset. And then we heard Dallin was coming out. And we booked a trip immediately, and we flew out to meet with Dallin. And I wanted to ask him one thing. How does a guy that took a company to $1 billion that has more money than he could possibly ever spend in a lifetime, why in the world would you want to do this? And I looked him in the eyes, and he looked me right back, and he said, Corbin, I'll compare it to the parable in the Bible, where the master gave 3 servants a talent and told them to go do good with it. What's that? Nothing. One of them buried it and didn't do good with it, and the master chastised him for it. One went out and did good with it, and one went out and did great with it. And Dallin said, God has given me an amazing ability to reach out to people and empower people and give them hope and give them a vision and give them a dream. And I'm not honoring God's talents that he gave me by going and playing golf every day and vacationing. So I have to get out and I have to go help people. And I looked over at Holly at that time, and she was grinning ear to ear and said, oh my gosh, we're going to do this again. I said, yes, we are. And I'm excited to be a part of it at the beginning. And when you have a vision, the Bible's real clear. Without a vision, people perish. And that's the same thing in this business. When you have a man that has a vision that's going to show you where you go and what you can do, people will just jump to get in your business if you can go present it the right way with them. You know, it's a crazy, you can't even imagine, as God says in the Bible, what's going to happen for us and for you when you honor the talents that God gave you. So I encourage you to develop skills in this business that's going to help you become successful. Go talk everywhere. Build a bunch of customers. Customers are the way of your business. You want to have lots and lots of customers, because what we found is a customer becomes brand loyal and they start having experiences and they go start telling it and they become builders and they don't even know it. So you want to go share this with every possible person you can. Tell me the timing is right, but just because you get in at the beginning doesn't mean you're going to kill it and be rich. There's work to be done. You must go share this every single day. It's a simple system. It's a very simple system. And we're going to start teaching on the system at later events. But tonight, we just want to expose you to the opportunity, share with you why we're doing it, why we're firing back up. This is the first in the country Vasayo View event. We're getting ready to go on a nationwide tour. So we're going to help you build business from your living room all around the country. But be the leader. If you want to succeed in this business, be the leader. People will follow a leader. Cast a vision for your friends on what's going to happen. Share with them. More importantly, if they're telling you no, it's not no to Vasayo. It's no to how you present it. I've learned that. They might just want to be a product consumer. Learn to recognize that. They might want to be a builder, but all you're doing is talking to them about the product. Learn how to read people and learn how to talk to them, and you'll blow this thing up. So let's go over it real quick. With the product not even being released, I just want to glimpse through the comp plan to give you guys an idea. The first goal for everybody in your business and everybody in this room, I have learned this. If I can help someone get to $500 a month, I can help them get to $1,000 a month. How many people would like an extra $1,000 a month? When Holly was first doing this, and I found out she was making $750 a month, I said, Holly, when we first got married, that was our mortgage payment. Imagine what could have happened at 25 and 23 years old if we would have had our mortgage taken care of for us. How amazing would that have been for our lives? And so let's get there. But then my goal is to help everybody get to $1,000 a week, because if I can help people get to $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year, promoting an amazing product and getting customers, guess what? They're going to become leaders. And they're going to start running. It's like mini franchises going. Everybody's going to say, that's the way you want to look at it. Help your friends do three-way calls. There's nothing better than them reaching out to someone and you saying, hey, let me do some three-way. You might not know what to say yet, but you're just that encouragement that they might need. So that's the goal, 1,000 a month, 1,000 a week or more. We're going to be changing lives physically, financially, spiritually with what we're doing. I promise you, people are going to get in this business thinking they're going to consume the product and we're going to help them make some money. And there's going to be people that get in this business and say, I want to make some money, we're going to change their lives. So buckle up. Can we go to the next slide? Kevin, still here? Okay, it's a business. It's called a binary. It's a forced binary. Binary means what? Two. You only have to build two positions in this. You're going to have a left leg and a right leg. The P's represent your personal people that you go out and personally enroll. You're going to share one of those positions with the person that put you in the business, and they're going to drop people down below you in the organization. So you're going to wake up hopefully tomorrow or in the next week or so, and there's going to be someone there in your back office tree, and you have no idea who they are. That's called the binary. Building teams. One leg you're going to build by yourself. So let's look up here. The right leg you're building by yourself. Those two P's represent the personals you're putting in. And guess what? Now you're sharing that leg with them, where they're going to go out and put people in. And you're going to grow two legs, and you want them blown out. You want to share this every single day. Every time one leg hits 240 points, doesn't matter which leg, and the other hits 480 points, every product is going to have points associated with it, okay? When a customer buys, there's points. A business builder buys, there's points. No matter what points, you're going to get paid $240, $40, you're going to get paid $25. It's called a cycle. And this is what's crazy to me. They're going to cycle this pay plan in a week up to $27,500 a week. How many people want to make some money like that? Are you kidding me? Monavie's capped this at $10,000 a week. This one's almost 3 times that. $27,500 a week. I don't know too many people in Tulsa, Oklahoma that are pulling down, what is that, $1.4 million? That's some Corey Woodham money right there. Sorry, Corey. All right, flip it. Types of ways to win. It's first time I've seen this, so bear with me. Commissions on customer sales. Every time a customer comes into the organization, you're going to be able to send them to your own back office. It's called a URL. You're going to be able to send that to people, and they're going to be able to go buy products from you to try them. You're not going to have to inventory anything if you don't want to. You can send your customers there. They can actually set up for the loyalty convenience program where every month the product will ship to them. Okay, that's important to understand. You're going to get paid a percentage of that every time it happens. There's also going to be personal product bonuses as you get in the business. You're going to make, every time you enroll someone, you're going to make either 10% or 20% for the first 4 weeks that your personal's in the business. So if they go buy a product and it's worth 40 points, and you're meeting the requirements for that, you're going to make either $4 or $8, but if they buy 400, or you'll figure it out. These are the different packs that they offer.
That's the product, that's the PIB bonus, that's the slide.
Oh, see, we're learning. There's a Founders Club package. If you're here tonight and you're like, this makes sense, I'm going to build it, I'm going to go with it, I'm going to run with this deal. I'm not afraid of it, but if you're here tonight saying, oh my gosh, this just doesn't make sense, I can't afford it, I don't want to do it, the Founders Pack is $1,495. It's going to give you that much product. But what that product package does that's so exceptional is there's 7,500 of them available in the United States and Canada, and once they're all bought, it's out, and we will never, ever open it again. Well, big deal. What does that mean? They're going to take 2% of the company's commissionable volume every quarter from around the world, but right now it's just North America, and they're going to put it into a pool. And as long as you hit a certain rank and have some customers, and that sheet will be released tomorrow, what the qualifications are, you're going to participate in the Founders Pool, which could be a lot of extra money as we start growing. Now imagine a company that's putting 2%, if we get to $1 billion in sales, into a pool and 7,500 people get to participate in that. That's going to be some really nice money. But don't do it if it stretches you in your, oh man, don't go panicking and go home and sell kids toys and return Christmas and put a Founders Pack under the tree. Don't do anything like that. And you get a ticket to our official grand opening. Remember this, we're still in startup. This is pre-launch. Startup starts January 3rd when we launch the company and products actually start shipping. But until this event in Las Vegas, June, what's the dates? May 29th through the 31st. That's our first event in Las Vegas. And when you buy that Founders Pack, you get a ticket, not an airline ticket, but a ticket to the event. And you get to go. I'm telling you, at the events, when you get here down Larson and you walk into a room with 5,000, 10,000 people, and eventually 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, you are going to go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I said yes, especially if half the room's on your team. You're going to be like, ugh. So these are the different products that are in the Founders Pack. The mist is amazing. I'm telling you, I'm one of those that have trouble sleeping. Have my whole life. Down was stingy with it. I tried to sneak into his room, but the door was locked to steal it before I left. I wanted that sleep because for the first time in years, I slept all night with only getting up one time, and I woke up rested. There's some great, great stuff in it that's going to help. So I like that. Go ahead and go to the next one. Get your spot, but that doesn't mean you're going to have success. It's $49.95 to get in, get your spot. It's going to give you an app for the year. So you're going to be able to download an app on your phone. It's going to be a mobile business office for you. You're going to be able to send videos to people. You're going to be able to see if they watch the videos. You're going to be able to follow up. You're going to be able to have a hot list and a cold list that's going to download directly from your contacts. So you can go through and say, Haynes Reynolds is a cold contact. And you can program it, okay, this week I want to talk to my warm market, my hot market, and my cold market. And it's going to pop names up for you. It's going to be an incredible application. I believe that's how it is. Don't hold me to it or anything like that. Dream big, make a list. I'm telling you, building a list is so important. Every time I get a no, most people say, oh, no one wants to do it, and I quit. You know what I ask them? Do you know anybody that wants to use these products or make some extra money? I just know it. Can you give me 2 names of someone that you might know that might be interested in making some money or trying these amazing products? Build your list. Every no I get, I always get 2 names. Try to get 3 names from them. Plug into leaders' calls and webinars. This group in here today, we've got Dallas, we've got Wichita, we've got Kansas City, all different people, or we're inviting people that were here. Get on their webinars that they're having. Find the upline leader that's plugged in and knows a little bit more about you. That 3-stranded cord cannot be broke. Find somebody that knows what they're doing and lock arms with them and get it. Holly and I are not in a role where we're going to be able to do that with every single person. We tried that before and it was amazing, but this time we've got some great leaders that have joined us, and it's going to reach out to them and really going to be able to help you plug into the call. Goal is, as you're building this business, you got to put one on your left and one on your right. Your long-term goal over the 6 to 9 months, I think some people are going to do it in 2 to 3 months, some people 3 to 6 months. Put 20 personal people on that left leg and 20 personal people on that right leg. And when you do that, help them to get their 2 people. And that's the foundation, not a guarantee or anything like that, but the foundation to have amazing success, where a lot of people that did that in our previous business and and other companies that have been able to do that have ended up making well into 6 figures. So a third of the people who get in are going to quit. And you know what? Just don't burn bridges, don't burn relationships. Just, hey, wish them the best, still talk to them. A third of the people are just going to be consumers, and we want those consumers, as many as you possibly can find. Try to find 5 to 10 customers every month that are buying in your back office. And then a third of the people are either going to build this business or they're going to lead you to somebody that will build it. That means they might sign somebody up, who signs somebody up, that ends up building the business. So that's what that means. And duplicate. Keep it simple. We're going to have this PowerPoint. We're going to refine this and make it simpler and make it easier. So what you do is, on the app, I'm going to be able to download, you're going to be able to download that PowerPoint presentation. You're going to be able to download a welcome video that introduces people to the product. You're going to be able to show that to people. Duplicate. The craziest thing I heard when Holly came back from that trip to Dallas, Texas, where she learned about the system. She said it's so simple and so easy, and I read this little book they had, and I said, oh my gosh, was this written for 3rd graders? And she said, yeah, that way it will be duplicatable and it'll be simple. And she followed that logic and started creating leaders all over the country. And we knew one thing. Tonight, you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Your business, if you get busy and go start sharing with people, is going to pop up in Dallas, Kansas City, Houston, it's going to go all over the Midwest. And wouldn't it be nice to know that they're doing it the exact same way that you're doing it? Then it takes that failure out. We want, why is McDonald's the largest franchise in the world, but the hamburgers are horrible? Because when you're traveling to China, you're craving an American cheeseburger, and you know it's the same way in China as it is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's called duplication, a system. Systems build this business. All right, let's flip it. Those are the Facebook page you want to go to. Also, go like our Facebook page, the Corbin and Holly Facebook page. Make sure you type in and Holly like it. That's where we're keeping up-to-date information. Tonight or tomorrow morning, when you go to your back office to the library, document library, the compensation plan has been finalized and it's going to be there. We're also running a lot of promotions for upfront money. If you can get in the business and buy a certain amount of points, and those points will be clarified, and you get one on your left and one on your right that buy that same amount of points or more, and you get one customer that buys one of the products, they're going to give you a $50 bonus. And then if you go help the person on your left do the same thing, and the person on your right, the duplication, they do the same thing, there's going to be either a $100 or $150 bonus. So every time, and don't hold me to that, that's still, worst thing about a startup is it's very fluid. As soon as I say something, tomorrow someone's going to say, you said that! I'm going to say, you forgot the fluid part. So just know there's going to be some great upfront money that's going to help people. There's nothing better than that stay-at-home mom, or that single mother, or that dad that's working 2 jobs, or that dad like I was that was barely home with my kids. When you find out you're making an extra $300 to $500 a month, that is amazing. And that's what we have our opportunity with here. But it's about sharing products. It's about getting people in front of them. So go to those Facebook pages. Lots of stuff there. Anything else? Is that it? This is the road to success. Where this is something. This is part of the system that we'll teach down the road. And those are the different product packages. It didn't really come through on the screen real well. But those are going to be available in your back office with pricing and points. So go do that. And guys, anything else? Holly, you want to come up?
All right, so guests in the room, all of you should have received an application, because this is how we roll. We lock the door and you can't leave till you sign up. So we have nothing to do tonight. We stay home, we don't work. So if y'all want to just wait us out, we can do it, no, I'm just kidding. But you do have a form, so you can fill it out, give it to the person who brought you, or maybe someone sent you from another city, go back and get on the phone with them. If you decide this is something that you want to do, get yourself signed up. All of you can enter your back office through your vcloud.vasayo.com, and so the person who brought you can share with you how to do that. You're all going to have a self-replicated website, so whatever the username is that you pick out, that's your self-replicated site. So that's the site you'll send people to. So it'll be whatever you choose, username.vasayo.com, and that's where they can go order. Right now, it's the bones the site is, but here in a few weeks it'll be up and ready, where all the products will be there. People can order retail from you right there, and you'll get commission based on what they order. So talk to the person who invited you. Welcome to our very first meeting. What a massive, huge success. If this is any inkling on what's about to happen, get ready, buckle up, get started.
How long did it take us in the first company to get this size of a room? 6 months?
I think we're probably maybe 4, 5, 6 months. Probably 6 months before we're at this number right here that we have in Tulsa. Mind you, people drove in from lots of different places. Louisiana's in the house. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for joining. Facebook Live, thank you. We're going to turn that off. We'll be around for questions if y'all have any. But please get with whoever brought you here, and time to go.